Ugh, it's cold out again. What's up, people of the world? It's me again, Alex Swimmer, aka AP3 Jumped, and welcome to the vlogs. I can't remember what vlog number this is because, well, I decided to take another break. Yeah, before we get to, excuse me, before we get to the main topics of my video, I just want to say, what the fuck is that noise? Whatever. Anyway, I decided to take a little bit of time off YouTube for a while. I tend to do that whenever I take a break on YouTube, I tend to leave y'all in the dark about that. I don't even bother to let y'all know that I'm taking a little break for a while, so I apologize for that. But a while ago, it looks like I'm crying right. It looks like I've been crying right now because it's I just got back out from outside the cold, and yeah, I'm jumping a little, I'm going out of order with this video, but what I've been up to recently is I went to my first wedding. I went to my grandmother's wedding on the 12th of January, and it was very fun. It was, it was always on my bucket list to go to a wedding, and now I can cross it off. Well, I crossed it off several weeks ago, and oddly enough, I recorded a video talking about the whole thing, but I scrapped it. I don't know, I just felt I wasn't happy with the video, and it's a shame y'all couldn't see me dressed up and whatnot, because I haven't dressed up in a very long time up until that point, and everyone had a role. Some of my family members were ushers. Even I even had some speaking roles, like I said some Bible verses on the stage, and at two different times. Like I said two different phrases, but I didn't say them back and forth. I said them like two different times, which is a little awkward, I guess, but like doing them separate. But it was alright in the end, because see, I still don't know how to talk in a video. Basically, what I'm saying is that it was that was fun to do, but yeah, I had to go back and forth from being on stage and on the top of the stage. Yeah, you get the idea. Either way, that was a fun time. I got to have wedding cake for the first time. It had that it had that really decorative icing called fondant icing. It's sometimes it's edible and other times it's not. Luckily, I had the edible version. At first, it tasted fine. But after a couple of bites, it started to had this weird aftertaste that felt way too sweet. Because I'm a sweet tooth, and I'm glad I got to have my first wedding cake. And but sometimes if something's too sweet, then I won't like it. And also the cake not only had fondant icing, but it was also vanilla cake with vanilla and strawberry icing, so it was a very diverse cake, and had some kind of champagne or something. It tasted like champagne. It was some kind of apple cider of some kind that was alcoholic. I can't remember what it even was, but it reminded me of champagne. The first time I had champagne was during a New Year's. I think it was either 2014 or 2015 that I had champagne for the first time. And yeah, it tasted like shit. Champagne, I don't like the taste of it. It tastes fucking awful. Oh well, that's the first time for everything. So yeah, I'm very happy for my grandmother and my new step grandfather. Yeah, it was a fun wedding, and I'm going to get to go to another wedding around my birthday. Actually, it'll be in May, and I'll get to go to my cousin's wedding as well. So that will be fun as well. So yeah, I'm repeating my words a lot. The reason I don't know how to talk was because I just came outside from the cold. That's my next topic for the video. It's been cold as a motherfucker outside again where I live. In the upper middle east. I live in Virginia, okay, but yeah, earlier in the week, it got in the teens, and the wind chill made it feel like it was -5 degrees. And yeah, I decided to be smart and stay home. And yeah, I made vlogs talking about the weather before and how I hate the cold weather and how I hate how inconsistent the weather can be. I'm sure that's not just a Virginia problem. I'm sure that applies all across the board. But for any of you new viewers watching, one time during when I was in high school, I think this was sophomore year that this happened. It snowed in the middle of freaking April. And yeah, that was pretty stupid. I mean, I love the snow, but I hate the snow as well. Like, I mean, I love. It really depends on who you ask, but it's also why I'm dressed like a like a hipster, because yeah, I still haven't cut my hair, and because yeah, I thought this would be an okay look for this video. And also during this time, I've also been playing the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Like I've said before, the last time I talked, I was playing Crash 1, and during this break, I played and finished Crash 2, and I talked about how the time trials in Crash 1 felt very interesting, and they work really well in Crash 2. Also, like you get the speed shoes from Crash 3 for Crash 2 time trials, and you don't get those in Crash 1, oddly enough. But yeah, that's very fun, because as a kid I always wondered what the first two games would be like if they had time trials, and now I know. And experiencing those time trials in both those games fully, it's very fun. So the past couple days I've been playing Crash Warped again, and yeah, I've been having a freaking blast with that. I'm going to give you a random fun fact early. Actually, I think we're going to jump into randomness right now real quick. Random fun fact, Crash Bandicoot 3 was my very first video game at age 3. And from that point, I played the original trilogy backwards. And you never forget your first time playing your favorite video games. And it's funny, some of my other friends who were in my age group, like literally my age or a year older than me, say Wrath of Cortex was their first Crash game, which is apparently the norm for people my age, for that to be their first game. But I'm glad my first game was the last of the original trilogy, and like I said, played the original trilogy backwards. And like I remember having my dad buy Crash 1 for me at what I assume was GameStop back in the day. And I got Wrath of Cortex as a birthday present for a Chuck E. Cheese birthday party. And I remember the purple disc, if y'all remember that. And over time, I also got Crash Twinsanity. I think my aunt got that game for me. And yeah, and then I just played Crash of Titans. I actually really liked Crash of Titans. I loved the gameplay and atmosphere. It just didn't feel like a Crash game. And then I wanted to play Mind Over Mutant, but I never got to. So the only main series Crash Bandicoot games I never played were Crash Bandicoot Purple, Ripto's Rage, and Mind Over Mutant, like I just said. I never really played any of the spin-offs growing up until very recently, like about a year ago, when I played Crash Team Racing for the first time with my friend Michael Ray, who's been in my videos lots of times. And yeah, so with this new remake for Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, I feel compelled to play this new game, even though I didn't play the original. Like, I never bothered with the spin-offs, if you don't count the GBA Crash Bandicoot games, which were like yeah, they were spin-offs, but they were still platforming games. I never played any other racing games. I think I played a demo of Crash Nitro Kart one time in somewhere. I don't even freaking remember. But yeah, I have lots of stories to tell about Crash Bandicoot, but I'll show you a random object real quick. It's a little dirty. This is a Bob Ross Pez dispenser. Yeah. This is my very first piece of Bob Ross merchandise, because this is actually merchandise of merchandise. Like, this is a 2-for-1 deal. This is a Pez dispenser of a pop figure of a person. This is the second Pez dispenser that is actually literally 2 pieces of merchandise in one. The first pop figure Pez dispenser I got was the Green Mega Man Pez dispenser. I can't remember what costume it was, but yeah. Growing up, I didn't discover Bob Ross until like in like 9th grade or something like that. But when my mom introduced me to him, and I was stoked with I loved he's one of the most relaxing people I've ever seen in my life, and he just gives off such a chill and relaxing vibe. And whenever you watch any of his whenever you watch him do any sort of painting, it's like your stress melts away, and that's why I love watching him, because he's so relaxing, so chill, and so stress relieving. Whenever I see him paint happy little trees, yeah. Rest in peace, Bob Ross. I can't remember when he passed away, but I actually have no idea when he passed away. But I think I'm going to end off the video here. I hope I hope you liked the video, even though it was kind of sort of not really scripted all that well. I mean, I had a general idea for what I wanted to talk about, but it wasn't very concise. But I thank you guys for watching until the end anyway. And don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to hit the bell to be notified of future videos I make. And I'm going to do some kind of update video very soon. I have new taste test videos on the way for a new candy and a new cereal. Another new cereal. I think cereal is the one thing that I've tried new variations of the most on this channel. Like, that's probably taking up most of my taste test videos. And yeah, I hope you stick around for more content. And I'll wanna. There's something I wanted to promote, but I forgot. I'll probably tell you guys about it later. I'm Alex Wormer, aka AP3Jumped. Thank you so much for watching until the end. That's it for me, and I will see you soon. Goodbye. Almost smacked my head with this damn thing. Oh well. Yeah, there's some little loud TV promotion / announcement I want to tell you guys about in a future video.